Hi, this is Susana Magenheimer, Random Artist 222, and I'm so excited to be part of Day 20 of the YouTube Advent Hop presented by the Facebook group Live Art Journaling and Tutorials and Self-Development. They are a wonderful group, loads of inspiration, and they're headed up by Lucy and Jolene, who are wonderful people. Their link is below in my description because in order to qualify for the prizes in this Advent Hop, you need to subscribe, comment on all the videos, and join the group, and tell them Susana Magenheimer sent you. In the group, you'll see the list of all the Advent artists who are hopping in this event. I'll keep this tutorial quick so you can catch up if you're catching up to all the wonderful YouTube artists who are participating. So let's get started. What I like to do sometimes is create my own embellishments and have them ready for future uses. And I happened upon some labels on Amazon that are matte and frosted. As you can see here, this one's very muted versus glossy. And I noticed that whether I do the art on one side of the coin or the sticker or the other side, I can get two beautiful effects, which I'm going to show you today. And it's a process where you use, obviously you need stickers. And I'm going to caveat this really quick by saying anytime you work with adhesives and a jelly plate, make sure that you test it because you don't want to put this on your plate and then find that the adhesive is too strong. This one on Amazon was from Mr. Label, and it is a matte stickers. So I know you can't see it very well here, but here are the circles. They're 2 inches, and you peel them off like that. Okay, so you need that. And then what also you need are foils, because I found that the foils add a nice enhancement to the stickers. There are several foils out there. You can buy them by the sheet, and if you can see this one, it's a rose gold. There are this one by Indigo Blue called Mega Flakes, and they come in a ton of colors. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just drool over that one every time. But this one comes in little pieces, so you have to be aware of that. And then there's also Deco Foils. Lots of them are out there that you can also use to, once you go to the process that I'm going to show you, use. But don't use this directly on your jelly plate or gel press plate, whichever one you're using, because it is very hard to get off. This is something you do prior to the plate, and I'll show you that in a second. So you have your 3 foils that you can use. Any one of them will work, and today I'm going to use the Indigo Blue. You need a plate, a gel plate, and I've already prepped this plate for this project. One, because I have a video that I just did prior to this one that you can look up, or I'll have a link below as well, that shows you how to get to this step, so I don't have to repeat that. But I will show you the colors really quick that I used. I love these colors. They're Iceberg, Blue Smoke, Blue Jeans, and Wolf Eye by Paper Artsy, and they're called Fresco paints. They're very quick drying, and they're a matte paint, and they're gorgeous to work with. So, like I said, there's a video that shows how I got to this step on the plate. Normally what I would do, if this was still wet, because right now this is a dry plate, I let this paint dry. But normally what I would do is I would take sticker sheets that aren't clear, that are just white, and I would plop it on here, and then I'd let them dry. And as you can see here, here's an example. And this is an Avery sheet, and these are 2-inch squares. And I have these now prepped and ready to go and add to my journal pages or such, like so. Let's say this is my journal page. I'm just going to put that on there. And I can highlight it, do whatever I want to it. But it's a nice little embellishment to add to journaling. So here you have the dry plate. And what I'm going to do is grab a sticker. And one thing I suggest is what I call sacrifice a few of these. You can use wax paper, and you can put these on wax paper to hold onto while you're storing them. But I just noticed that the more you pull on them or whatever, the more the stickum leaves. So I would sacrifice maybe the first 2 rows and put them all on the plate at once, and then you have a place to, because this is release paper, that they come on, you have a place to put the sticker back on once you've made it. And so let me just take this off and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So first off, I'm going to put that to the side and I'm going to grab some of these. It's a little on the messy side, but I'm going to sprinkle them onto my desk. Okay. Okay, so you get the point, they're there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and you want to make sure that like they're squished in. And this is a craft mat, so I can do this and not have it, and have it come up when I press it back onto the sticker. Okay, so now I got little pieces. So what I'm going to do is just go in there and pick that up, pick that up, pick that up. Okay, so now I have all these little foil pieces nice and stuck on. Let me bring the white paper back so you can see. Nice and stuck on to the sheet. So now what I'm going to do is close this before I sneeze and it goes everywhere, which foil has a tendency to do. Okay, and I'm going to come over to now my gel plate. I'm going to pick this piece up, it's kind of pretty. And you want to select a place wherever you want to pick it up. So I'm telling you right now, I'm cautioning you, do not just put it down on the plate and try to peel it back. Do it in a section. So I would bring this down. See, I only got half of it down on the gel press. And then I'm going to gently bring it this way. So never does the plate 100%, and I didn't catch enough on that, so I'll just come over here. No big deal. Okay, so now I have this. And you can see that the impression on the jelly print came off onto the sticker. I'm going to just make that a little bit darker. So what I did is on that place here where it was a little bit light for me, I added a little bit more of the darker part of the press. So it depends on the colors you use and what effect you want to get. Obviously the world's your oyster. So now what I do is I could use it like this, right? And I could stick it onto this white and you're going to see that white come through on the back of this. Or I could stick it here. Look how cool that looks. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that just so you can see. Okay. Look how cool that looks, right? So I have a stunt double that I did. That now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some of that Deco Foil and I'm going to make sure I have enough stickum on it. I'm going to put it like that. Okay. And now I'm going to do this. And I can't tell you the number of times that I forget which side of this that I should be using, but if you use the wrong side and you pull it up and you see that nothing's come on there, no big deal. And now when I pull it off, check this out. Let me put it on the white. Check how beautiful that is. Oops, sorry. Maybe it's easier to do it like that. Look how beautiful that is. And again, depending on the foil you use, you can see on the mat, it's not going to be a big deal on this side, but on this side, it's a nice effect. So now, what I do is I grab, rub it, scrub it, because I don't want all that there. I want to burnish it back so it's not as shiny. And now I have this effect, which is a beautiful muted metallic effect, not as glaring as the other one. I'll lay it down here and see if you can see that. How cool is that? So now I could take this and apply it onto, this is like a teeny tiny journal page example. but I could put it on there, and I'd have an awesome place to start off with journaling. The last thing you can do with this is make it your own in terms of how you apply. Excuse me a minute. I have to grab some ink. I forgot. Okay, so this is a memory box branch stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink this up. Okay. And I'm going to apply it. And I'm not using anything fancy here. As a matter of fact, you could use the back of your... And Ranger's archival inks work the best for this technique, I'm telling you right now. Okay, so that came on, pull it off. And now I have these beautiful leaves. It's almost like an Asian vibe to it coming through. That would also, like if I put it on my journal page right here, be a really cool place to start off with. So there I've gone and showed you several ways to create using the clear, and this in this case frosted stickers. But you could get the clear stickers, and I'm sure that the back of this wouldn't look as matte as this looks right now. But I like this effect, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. One last thing is storing these babies. Like I said, you could sacrifice a few and use the release paper. And you're seeing this in real time. This is actually stickers that I did a week ago, and I wanted to see how they would handle. This is this sheet is all the stickers are off of it. Okay, this is what they came in on. And I'm going to pull this back, and you can see they stuck on perfectly. I had them overlapping, so don't worry about that. That's not, but you can see they're very sticky still. So you can go ahead and use that as a way to store them. But do not, like I did here, don't overlap the stickers because they will not come off. Okay, they're in there for good. I just left it like this because I didn't want to waste 3 stickers. But you can see, easy to store using the same release paper they came on. But make sure every sticker circle is off or whatever you're using, because then you'll end up with a little bit of a mess. I also tried the same thing with wax paper. And as you can see here, they pull apart really nicely, okay? And I made sure that I did them on both sides of the wax paper. They pull off really cool. So when you're gluing these onto your projects, I tested some glues out. Elmer's Extreme dries clear, and it's a good glue to use on acrylic type sheets. The other one that I found worked good too is the Prima Planner glue pen. So, you know, obviously I always tell people test the product before you put it on something that you worked a lot of time on and is very precious to you, because you don't want to ruin it. So that's what I've got for you. Remember to please subscribe, comment, and join the Facebook group. The links are below. If you found this inspiring, I really appreciate the subscriptions, and have a great day.